Imagine sharing a post that seems harmless. Maybe it's a new health trend, maybe it's a breaking news story, or maybe it's something political. It sounds convincing and it looks official, so you share it. But a few days later, you find out it's completely false, and even worse, others believed it and have made dangerous decisions. Now multiply that by millions of users doing the same thing every single day. Social media has made it incredibly easy for misinformation to spread rapidly and widely. And the consequences, well, they're not just annoying or misleading, they're very dangerous. Misinformation can affect elections, public health, and the way we trust each other and the world around us. That's why today I want to persuade you that social media platforms should be regulated to reduce the spread of harmful misinformation. As someone who uses social media daily, like most of you, I have seen how misleading content circulates faster than the truth. This isn't just some online drama, it's an issue that affects us all. In this speech, I'll show you why misinformation is a real and growing problem, how regulations can help, and what actions you can take to help create a safer, more truthful online space. So first, let's go ahead and look at the problem. Social media allows misinformation to spread faster and further than ever before. According to a 2018 MIT study, false news stories spread 6 times faster on Twitter than true ones. That's not just a little faster, it's exponentially more dangerous. And during COVID-19 pandemic, we saw firsthand how misinformation can literally cost lives. The World Health Organization reported the false information about vaccines and treatments that led to people avoiding life-saving care and in some cases dying. Misinformation isn't just about health either. False claims about election frauds lead to deep divisions in the U.S., including the January 6th Capitol riot, an event triggered in part by online lies being treated as truth. And while companies like Meta and X, formerly known as Twitter, have tried to moderate content, their efforts are often reactive, vague, and inconsistent. What we're doing right now is just not working. So what can we do? We need regulations, not to control speech or silence opinions, but to hold platforms accountable for the content they allow to go viral. The European Union has already taken action with the Digital Services Act, requiring platforms to identify and reduce harmful misinformation or face legal consequences. In the US, experts like Tarleton Gillespie, a researcher on social media and content moderation, argues that similar steps can and should be taken here. So what would this look like? Platforms would need more clear standards for identifying and flagging misinformation. Their algorithms, the ones that decide what you see, would be more transparent. Independent auditors would assess how well platforms are reducing harmful content, and if they fail, fines and penalties would follow. This is about protecting public health and not removing freedom of expression. So let's imagine 2 futures. In the first future, we regulate platforms. Misinformation is labeled or removed, users become more media literate, and trust in online information starts to rebuild. Public health improves, elections are safer, and communities are less divided. In the second future, we do nothing. Misinformation keeps spreading, conspiracy theories go unchecked, and people continue to get hurt again and again. And slowly, our ability to trust anything we read online disappears. So, what can you do? First, support legislations like the Platform Accountability and Transparency Act, which would make social media platforms more responsible for what is shared on their platform. Second, become a more responsible user. report false posts, share verified content, and take time to fact check. Finally, stay informed about media literacy. Learn how to spot bias, bots, and fake sources. Even small actions like sharing the truth and pushing for transparency can pressure platforms and lawmakers to act. To wrap up, let me remind you, unchecked information on social media is a serious threat. It affects how our health and democracy and the way we trust each other. Regulations is not about censorship, it's about responsibility. We all want to live in a world where the truth matters. So let's take a stand together and help our digital spaces become safer, smarter, and more honest for everybody.